92. And I share these things not to make this too academic, but just so that we begin to unfold. This is a time, what did Ida B. Wells do that was so profound to address things around lynching in the 48 contiguous US and to establish institutions that we're still grounded with in the 21st century? We talk about Sojourner Truth, but did we really go into the truth of what Sojourner Truth did and how she led? That's all part of African liberation. Harriet Tubman, of course. Amy Ashwood Garvey and Amy Jacks Garvey. Henrietta Vinton Davis. I could do this all night. And I just encourage us. Who are the African liberators that you like to add to this list? Share them with us so that we can do some study and honor and celebrate different persons around African Liberation Month. And throughout the year, we could do this every day and find more persons. I would just like to encourage as we close out tonight. African Liberation, we speak of the day, May 25th, annually. We speak of the Virgin Islands African Heritage Week here in the Virgin Islands by the Virgin Islands Code. The third week, it's usually it's usually like the 18th to the 25th or thereabouts. Usually it's like from the Sunday. In this case, it will be from the 18th. Let me make sure I correct myself. Yes, it'll be from the 18th to the 25th. Yes. And we get a chance to really celebrate and honor African liberators that influence not only the Virgin Islands, not only the Caribbean, but the world. Yeah. This is a great time for us to do that. We don't have to only limit ourselves to Black History Month in February in the west of the Atlantic, in October to the east of the Atlantic, right? We do this 365 days, 366 days when it's leap year, 24/7, because there's a lot that needs to be learned. And there's a lot also that needs to be unlearned so that we honor ourselves, that we respect ourselves, that we can be healed, that we do not allow distractions of who did what to who and who's still trying to do what to who. This is our time to gather our resources in economic spaces, in psychological spaces, in emotional spaces, in spiritual spaces for us to authentically transform and grow and be whole. So that's what I'm going to be doing throughout African Liberation Month. And it's going to continue because June, we get to talk about National Caribbean American Heritage Month. I don't think that has been dismantled yet, or maybe they don't know that that exists. So, prayerfully, we're going to get to talk about that in June in our forthcoming podcast. So, again, it's been an honor and a privilege to share here on Oz Speaks with our beloved crew. Remember that there's the Aspiring Authors Magazine, LLC. There's been recommendations. Do those stars, because while we do all of this work, there is a cost, and reciprocity is part of Ma'at. So don't just come with the truth and the justice. Notice I said truth, justice, order, reciprocity, divine righteousness, and harmony. And that reciprocity comes in a variety of ways. It's resourcefulness. It's how we exchange, how we give currency as we receive currency. When people are giving, it's important for us to receive, and that continues right inside of our own susu. What do you call it? Hand. Whatever term you use for how we keep our resources to keep us strong, to keep us balanced, and to keep us harmonized. So, with that, we know that culture heals humanity, land is our foundation, and spiritual harmony unifies us. We give thanks and praise for those that were able to join in, tune in, and listen. Again, this has been Queen Mother Dr. Chinsira. I am excited on what you're going to offer and share with us around the African liberators that we need to include in future podcasts right here. Just remember, You get an opportunity to give just as we give an opportunity to receive. And we're very grateful for everyone's contributions, their sharing, and much, much more. I'm looking forward to the opportunities that we will share. And if you have other questions, please feel free. Email me. Aspeaks, ASTSPEAKS, @gmail.com. Look for us on YouTube as well as inside of all social media. If you really want to get to me directly, then I encourage you to do so in that form. I'm probably the only Queen Mother Chenzera in most platforms.